You're watching Forget Being Cool.
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, hi, Dave.
Hi. We watched a movie this week.
I think it was a movie.
I'm pretty sure there were pictures and they were moving on a screen.
I think so, but
Uh,
I don't know about this one.
I don't know about this one either. Jeff, I told John we were watching this movie, John at Casino,
Yeah.
content creator, Forget Being Cool, host of the Button Discussion. And he goes, "Oh my God, I love that movie." And this is before I watched it. And I go, "Okay, that's
Sick
good.
movie.
That'll set my expectations properly, I hope." Right?
Yeah.
Well, John. Hi, John. Let's just address that first. I don't even know what I watched. Was this a movie or was this a bunch of people with an accent that was 80% of the time I had to actually concentrate on what they were saying to even understand the tiniest bits of things. Also, what the heck happened?
It makes me wonder, really, even though we speak the same language as Britain does,
Yeah.
do we really speak the same language? Because I got some of that.
Yeah. I got every time he broke away to explain something, right? Like when we
Yeah.
go into full-blown narration mode, I understood what was happening.
Yeah.
And even then, I still question it.
I was really confused. Oh my gosh. And half the film when that Mickey was on the thing, yeah, I couldn't understand a single word.
They even make a joke about how he's hard to understand.
Yeah.
Also, you and I looked this up before we watched it, and we thought it was a comedy, and to some extent, I agree that it is a comedy.
Yeah.
To other points, I don't even know what this was. Like, I seriously, Jeff, I looked this up. After we watched it, I looked it up, okay? And I'm like, I gotta find out what happened. And I just watched one YouTube video review, right? And this review starts out with this guy. He goes, Snatch didn't review properly when it came out. Critics didn't quite understand the movie when it came out. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Let me explain the plot to you. Actually, the plot's really complicated, and it's really hard to explain. There's really 16 things happening at once.
Yeah,
and then he
so many different.
And then he proceeded to go on with a bunch of stuff that I didn't realize was going on.
Like what?
I can follow. He's like, well, there's the dog, and there's the diamond that's actually missing, and they're organizing a boxing fight, and there's a guy on his way to London, and I'm like, what? What did we watch? What?
You didn't glean any of that from that? I knew that plot line at least.
That's about the extent of it. That at some point I thought they had actually taken the diamond, Jeff.
What do you mean they've taken the diamond?
The whole point is the diamond is missing. I don't know. I don't even know what we
diamond
watched.
Isn't missing. Oh, it's always in the possession of one person.
Okay. Why? What are the groups and what are their motivations, Jeff?
So initially, the one group of people steal the diamond.
Right. Okay, got that.
In the beginning.
I was on board at that point.
And then Vinny is trusted to sell the diamond when they rob it in London, to sell it to Vinny Four Fingers, who has a gambling problem. Okay. He's in charge of selling it. The guy who calls, who's an American, is like his boss or something, right? Okay. Is basically his boss. So he's in charge of selling it. Well, he thinks he needs a gun for protection, right? He goes and buys the gun from Boris, the bullet dodger, because he dodges bullets, to sell it. But Boris knows that Vinny has the diamond, and he sets Vinny up to place a bet at the bookie, because Vinny has a gambling problem and he knew Vinny wouldn't be able to resist. He sets Vinny up to go there and be there at that time at night, and so Boris goes to the other low town thieves who have that shop with all the chains and stuff, to go and rob Vinny Four Fingers of the diamond because it's in the briefcase, and he's going to give those people $50,000.
Okay, this is the point where I got lost.
So they get together to rob the diamond. And the Vinny Four Fingers, who goes in the back of the van, and that guy accidentally backs up in the back of the van, knocking Vinny out in the back of the van. So they're waiting for him. He's not showing up because he's knocked out behind them.
What the crap? What?
So they eventually see somebody going in with a briefcase, and they go in to rob him, but it turns out it wasn't the guy.
Okay.
And they just robbed the bookies.
So Jeff,
Yeah.
overall feelings. Did you enjoy this movie?
Halfway through, let me tell you this. Halfway through the movie, Candace was watching it to me. Halfway through, I looked over there, and I asked her, "Do you understand what's going on right now?"
I did the
Because I don't understand.
I did the exact same thing, Jeff. I did
And she's like, I don't get it either. And I'm like, I don't get it. And it actually, I don't know how, but at the end of the movie, everything started making sense for me.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I laughed once, which is when the big guy was like trying to get in the car, or trying to get out of the car. I don't remember.
It's like he's a getaway driver.
Yeah.
He can't even get away from anything.
I'm like, all right, that's a good joke. And the dog with the squeaker, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's a little sickening if you ask me my personal opinion of it, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because it's a movie. And it's okay because it's a movie.
So this movie, it's one of those movies where they try and condense 5 different people's plot lines with just shots throughout their plot lines throughout the movie. So unless you really pay attention, you can't really follow what's happening.
I couldn't keep track who everybody was. And part of that is, I guess I should have paid more attention during the opening title montage thing. Although I don't know if that would have helped at all.
Do you know Brad Pitt was in this movie? Do you know who he was in the movie?
No.
Mickey.
No way.
Yeah, that he was Mickey.
What? So all the reviews, Jeff, on YouTube are in love with this movie. It's a cult classic. It's sitting at 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's sitting at 73% on Rotten. 93% audience score,
okay.
73% reviews, critics.
Okay. I feel dumb that I don't get it. But
it's complicated. The Vinny Four Fingers, he's like one of the people in the front of the movie, and he's in there for maybe 10 minutes. Frankie Four Fingers. Oh my gosh, Frankie Four Fingers.
You can't even remember. John. Hi, John.
Frankie Four. I don't. This movie was really hard to follow. Let me tell you.
Jeff, we watched Moonlight. We're always going to go back to Moonlight as our second episode of this show.
Oh, what was our first episode?
Truman Show.
Yeah, it was.
Our second episode was Moonlight, and we both sat down and we watched this movie. And
yeah,
I started to zone out. I was pretty bored, but I always felt like I at least understood what was happening. From shot to shot, from story point to story point, I understood the sequence of events. This I did not.
I think it also was pretty bad because it's a British movie and they all had British accents and they were just using British lingo that just flew over my head.
Yeah, all the time.
Oh my gosh. The British, like we speak the same language as British people, and it sounds completely different.
I tried, Jeff, to like. This is one of those times where if I was listening to it on like as a podcast, like I would go put it on half speed, and just be like, I just need it to come in slowly so that my brain can keep up with the words, and they couldn't. So Snatch, Jeff.
Yeah.
Ever
Did
gonna
snatch your heart?
I did not. I'm never gonna watch this movie again. I'm sorry, people.
But it was an experience, wasn't it?
It's an experience. It was worth scratching off. Clearly, people enjoy this movie.
I don't. I mean, I just don't. I watched it. I only started understanding all the plot points because they're all converging at one at the end.
Yeah, I got that.
I finally understood what was happening at the end.
I understood what it was building towards, too. I realized they were all going to come together at some point. But
the dog ate the diamond, and they went to go to Mickey's place, Turkish and Tommy. Go to Mickey's place to talk with him, and they all packed up already. And then the police came, and they're like, what are you doing here? Like, and they just saw the dog running, like, oh, that's our dog. We need to grab it. It's like, Tommy really loves that dog. He's just chasing after it. That was pretty funny. And then they find the diamond in there. It goes back to the first scene of the movie to where he is having that one guy inspect it, and it turns out it comes full circle. The one guy inspecting it is the one American's friend in Britain.
Got it. Rank it, Jeff. Rank this movie.
Rank it from what to what?
Comedy, best comedy movie you've ever watched.
What's the best comedy movie you've ever watched, Dave?
Happy Gilmore.
It is?
I don't know. You say, spit out your favorite comedy. The first comedy I always think of is Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore is good. I would rank it. It's not a comedy. I'm gonna say it's not. It's a dark comedy. It's not marketed as comedy.
It's a dry British comedy too.
It's not a dry British comedy, Dave.
You can say that, but I don't even know what I watch, so don't take my opinions into consideration here. Jeff at least understood it by the end. I kind of felt like I maybe possibly in an alternate universe understood how it ended.
Bricktop was ridiculous.
Anyway, Jeff.
What I would rank this a 4 out of 10.
I agree with you.
I mean, it's true. I mean, I can't
give a movie I didn't follow at all, nor have, and I only like chuckled like twice. I can't give that movie like a good fair rating. Sorry, John, and to everybody else who liked the movie Snatch.
Did you like? I just thought yet there's a disconnect because they're all British. I had just trouble understanding what they were talking about.
Anyway, guys,
is that bad? Like I could.
Thanks for watching the Film Impact. My name is Dave Moore. That's Jeff Daly. Every week we watch a new movie off our bucket list poster, bucket list movies to watch. Next week, I don't know what we're watching yet, but it's on the website over at forgetbeingcool.com on the Film Impact page, where you guys can get all our upcoming movies, including like the next 3. That's where that is. That's the best place to look. Link is in the description. Jeff, you and I are also on other shows here on Forget Being Cool, Beverage Buddies, and Time to Taste. Those episodes are rolling out. They're exciting. That tells you how long ago Jeff and I actually recorded this, and how long you guys have been watching Beverage Buddies and Time to Taste.
All tens of you.
All 25 subscribers of Forget Being Cool as of this moment.
That's actually
right
a lot more.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.
For more great discussions, hit that subscribe button or visit forgetbeingcool.com.